all three of us have had so much on our plate at work. But
Yeah.
I was telling y'all the last couple of weeks, I've had event on top of event. What was... That was...
I hope that was on the recording.
Oh, there's no chance that wasn't. That was really loud. Pop!
I was like, was that my hip breaking? Or...
Check the Apple Watch. What happened?
Just snapped the top of my femur. Check the Apple Watch. Yes, you broke your hip.
Siri, tell me what happened.
Warning, aneurysm.
Siri, make me a haiku about breaking my hip.
Siri's like, well, you're missing 3 of your important calendar reminders today.
Did you drink the milk you were supposed to drink?
I'll need to use ChatGPT to write that.
Your Siri turned on.
Yes. It's writing a haiku. Working with chat. Shattered glass echoes. Silent pieces on the floor. New paths start from cracks.
Yes!
All right, let's screenshot that and say that, please.
Where'd it go?
Was that about my hip shattering?
Yeah. New paths start from cracks.
You read a haiku?
Hip shattering. Can also be very
That's
sensual.
what we could do is we could write different haikus about different things.
That's true.
Siri, write me a haiku about not eating enough protein. Hungry muscles ache. Empty strength fades with the dusk. Silent call for meat.
There's your album title.
Silent call for meat.
So do we want to talk about road stories? You want to give the road story thing a go?
Man, maybe that should be our thing. We get like an old conversion van with like the curtains over the windows and a mattress in the back.
Everybody
And that's
thinks
like the TRB.
everybody thinks we're creepy driving around in that thing.
Yeah. That's the Robot Bonfire like tour van.
You have to have shows to go to.
That's true.
Unless you play in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you remember our idea for a video years ago with the truck thing?
Mm-hmm.
We should have done that.
What's frustrating is
Couldn't find a truck.
your PA system is better than 90% of the venues we play at. It's like, man, why can't we just set up our own shows?
I know. It's been we've talked about this so many times. One of my dreams has always been to own a venue and then just be the house band. And then we just have a place to hang out, smoke cigars, drink whiskey, and play music.
They're like, man.
Basically, it's this.
Other bands are like, man, I love that venue, but why do they have to play every time we play?
Every time. I hear the same
It
band.
doesn't matter what other bands are playing there. They always come out and play. They're drunk. They're still smoking cigars.
And now they're making grilled cheese.
All they have at the bar are cheese balls and hot dogs.
They've got the
What the hell
hot
is this
dog
place?
They've got the hot dog rollers.
Josh will find a way to knock all this over.
They've got the hot dog rollers in front of the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that's
a great band name, by the way. The Hot Dog Rollers.
The hot dog rollers.
Ew.
That was so weird.
What was that place
That
called?
was-
Bay City Rollers.
That was
That'd be a
called
cover band for them. The Hot Dog Rollers.
the Peppermill Lounge.
Yeah, the Peppermill Lounge.
Oh, I forgot about that place.
Years and years ago.
There's a road story right there. Let's start there.
Yeah.
The meth hotspot of
So the
Fort Worth.
Peppermill Lounge is the place that had the nachos, right? Then
Yeah.
they have like just
Free
a crock
nachos.
pot.
It was like they advertised free hot dogs and nachos, and it was like,
How much are you
really gets
struggling
the-
that you're advertising free nachos?
And nachos is a loose term.
Yeah,
It was
nachos is pretty generous.
it was like a dollar
Chips and
store
cheese
crock
whiz.
pot
Mhm.
with Velveeta in it and a bag of open chips on a fold-out table next to like a little tiny hot dog roller with hot dogs on it.
In front of the bathroom.
4 feet in front of the men's room door.
You're gonna do it.
I'm gonna switch.
I know you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Do you want ants? That's
And
how
it
you
was
get ants.
there was wood paneling all over it, like Roadhouse.
Do you remember we set up? There's like little tiny dance floor in the middle.
Yeah.
And no one was ever on except for the sound girl.
Well, it was like an inverse stage where instead of you being on a stage above people, you were down below everybody.
Yeah, but we weren't on that. We were up on the side. So what was that little tiny area? Was that supposed to be a dance floor?
I don't know.
It was smaller than this.
Yeah, I don't understand what that was. It was either the world's tiniest roller rink, or like just for the sound person.
I have no idea.
But I remember we were set up on that like weird side ledge thing, and she was down in the little dance floor area, and they were playing to like 4 people over here at the hot dog stand. And
they were in line.
I remember one of our shows. I remember Tammin and some friend of hers were like sitting at the little bar on the opposite side of us, and it just felt like we were playing in somebody's like old house in the 80s.
Yeah.
It was really
the wood
strange.
paneling.
That was forever ago.
It was a
We
long
played there
time
more
ago.
than once. We played there twice, right?
Yeah.
We went back.
I
Play
think
me. Play here.
We booked a
once,
second gig there.
Play here
Fool
once.
me.
Fool, shame on me.
We
Shame on you,
witnessed.
sorry.
We like saw
No,
every
shame
bit
on
of
me.
that and experienced every bit of that, and we booked a second show.
We played there. Did we play there with Motel Pines?
No,
No.
I don't remember playing with anybody. Did
No,
we?
Yeah, we
we
did.
played with another band.
Did we?
I'm trying to remember their name. I'm still Facebook friends with them.
I
They had
vaguely
a
remember 'em.
they had a album or a song that was like "Pet My Dog" or something like that.
Pet my dog.
They were very like animal dog friendly. Really cool, nice guy.
Yeah, I have
do
no
I
recollection.
think he's a
vaguely remember.
teacher. I think he's a teacher or professor.
I don't know
And-
why. I can't remember that.
Let's see. What are some of the other weird places we played? We played at that place. It used to be in Denton. Was it J&J's Pizza
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
in the
The
basement?
downstairs, like
basement area.
the whole stairwell was like barely wider than my kick drum. I remember that.
Yeah.
And we had to carry all of our gear down there. Like we say that, like every band in Denton hasn't done that probably, but.
I remember we were like, well, I guess we're playing for the guy who opened up for us.
And then he
and
left.
he was gone.
So we
really
played.
cool. Really
Tammin
cool,
and
nice
Natalie
guy.
were there.
Had great music, and
Yeah.
we're like, we're on next. He's like, oh, me and all my family and everybody I brought has to leave right now.
Yeah, it's an emergency. We got to go upstairs
Yeah.
and get some pizza.
We have to go. We have to go just anywhere else.
So we
but
played
here.
some Natalie and Tammin and the sound guy in a big brick box. One of
Yeah.
the loudest things I've ever heard.
And there was that. What was
And
that?
Jimmy's heart
taco
almost
place?
exploded. I remember that.
Was that there?
the. I can't remember what it's called. The taco place in Denton. Yeah,
Joe's
Andy's?
Tacos?
it was almost like Joe's Taco.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's where we play with Hotel Pines.
Yeah.
Motel Pines.
Motel Pines. My
Oh.
bad. My bad.
Hotel Pines is way
That's a
more
step
expensive.
up.
They're,
That's a step up from
They're just a
the
little
band
bit-
I know.
they're a little bit nicer.
Eventually, they're going to graduate to like B&B Pines.
Resort Pines.
Resort Pines. So which is it? Is it motel?
Motel.
Pines?
Hotel Pines.
Have I always said hotel? Have I always said it wrong?
No, you usually say it right.
Okay.
I
Who
don't
cares?
know what
said
happened
it
this
wrong.
time.
They don't matter. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I actually really liked them, but they're not a band anymore, are they?
No.
I know that I follow him online still, so he does like a lot of flamenco guitar
Yeah.
and stuff. But
Yeah,
He's been
still plays.
aching to get another band.
I
going.
don't think he's doing the band thing anymore.
I
At least
think
not that
he's
band
mostly
thing.
just aching.
Just aching. What was that? I don't remember what that place. It wasn't like a chain, so I don't know if I'm gonna remember the name of it. But it was a taco joint. I remember
it was
that.
tacos.
And I remember we were
burritos.
incredibly loud because it
Oh,
was
yeah.
a small space.
Very small. We
And the
didn't
stage
go
was
well
about the
in
size
there.
of this right here.
mhm.
I love that vibe.
Yeah.
I just whenever I'm like, this is a cool intimate vibe, and then I'm always like,
We're not built
leading
for
up
this.
to it, I'm like, this is gonna be cool, and then once we start playing, I'm like, we're
Our band is not designed
way
for this.
too loud for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I always like wonder if like the house show thing would work for us or not, because we're just not built for that. But
That's what I think. But then like punk bands playing house shows, like
Yeah.
they're loud as freaking crap.
that's true.
And like it just.
But
Young
Jimmy,
people don't care about their hearing like we do.
what? Well, I'm here to tell you from my experiences back before the Robot Bonfire that those two places, or these three places where we've had weird experiences, were nothing. We've had crazier experiences on the road. That the
You
weirdest
have,
thing,
not me.
yeah. The weird thing is that Josh and I were in a band that played in a lot of churches, a lot of youth camps, and all that kind of stuff. And the weirdest things happen at those two specific places. Like, there's a lot of like, I don't know. There's a lot of odd people you deal with when you play. I'm alienating this group now. When you play for churches and youth camps, you play for a lot of very strange people. And I'm not talking about necessarily the people who come to your show. I'm talking to the people that book your show. The people that you meet, and then you're like, how did we get here? You know. But we had a lot of interesting encounters with people. I mean, they were actually pretty rare, but they were the ones that I can think of were always strange. And my favorite one, I'll start here. My favorite one, probably of all time, was the church we played when Travis was traveling with us. And I think Travis was running sound for us.
Mm-hmm.
And we met a youth pastor who clearly at some point had dreams of being in a band, had dreams of being a solo artist or something, some sort of professional career. And so he literally followed us around all day long. Like, literally everywhere we went, he was following us, talking music, talking shop, and all that kind of stuff. And one of my favorite road memories was after hours of this, Travis was up on stage doing something, and the guy just went up there with his acoustic guitar and started playing.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh and I'm sure Jason, we were all sitting at the tables in this like auditorium. It was kind of like a cafetorium kind of thing. And we were already just on laughing at everything because he just was constantly like it's almost like he was trying to get in the band.
Living vicariously.
Yeah, but it was almost like he thought, this is my opportunity. I'm gonna join this band. I'm gonna say just the right combination of words that they're gonna be like, dude, you should play with us. Which of course never happened. But then he threw all caution to the wind and he went up there with his acoustic guitar and started playing it. And my favorite memory of Travis was Travis just goes, brought it to the stage. Like we had been talking about how much he'd been trying to play for us or with us this the entire time, and he just finally gave up and he's like, screw it, I'm playing right now.
This is American Idol before American Idol existed.
But
It was embarrassing.
I'm sure Travis knows this, but I have quoted brought it to the stage probably a million times since that. And that was like, I would guess mid-90s? I don't even know when that was. Maybe late 90s?
Late 90s, yeah.
Gosh almighty. That was one of the funniest interactions with another, what became Harmon Carter.
Yeah, we
That
referred
guy.
to him as Harmon Carter.
So I'll tell that story later. But that was one of my favorite ones. I know there was more to that particular place, though. Because I remember last time we talked about this, you brought up something else about that same guy. Or maybe I'm getting two different stories crossed up. But I feel like that same dude had said something or had done something else that I wasn't around for. But do you remember that by any chance? Maybe that was Wesson that said that. Or maybe I'm getting two different people mixed up.
Is that the same guy asked you what kind of drums you played? And then he said, I play red ones?
It could have been. I was like, yeah, I play the right. Which that just reminds me.
Like, that's a brand of drums. Red.
Red rums?
I play the red ones.
drums.
Red rum? You're gonna murder us?
You're gonna murder me. Oh my god, this is just. That reminds me of The Office. Whenever the little cutaways when they're always on camera, and there was that episode where Jim was having to play soccer with the new boss or whatever. But it cut away to Jim, and he was just like, "Yeah, I used to play soccer. I was on the orange team."
That's not a fish at all.
No,
That's a goldfish cracker.
that's a goldfish cracker. He's standing in the window holding you in Ed. He's standing in the window holding you in Ed. Anyway, sorry. That was one of my favorite memories on the road was Travis yelling.
Was that before you coined the term "Shut up, Travis"?
No, that was definitely before. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I told Travis to shut up all the time, and now it's just a bit that I like to do.
Poor Travis. He
Travis
also
knows
He's like, I just want to recognize like my wedding anniversary, and you're like, shut up,
Shut up, Travis.
Poor Travis. He also was the recipient of many fireworks shot at him while driving.
So I have no idea. I have no recollection of where we were because we were kind of in the middle of nowhere, and I don't remember even how we got the fireworks. Who got
We
the
stopped
fireworks?
off
That
somewhere
could
bottom.
be anywhere in the South.
But
Yeah.
we got like this part of like the
Yes.
guitar stand, and took
Which
this
is
off.
like the most amazing launcher
This is a
for
really
a bottle
nice
rocket.
live demo.
We
And
literally
I-
would drop a bottle rocket in there, light it, and then you could hold it like so. You could use this to study you
Oh,
and like
and
aim
shoot
it.
them at each other.
that makes me think of Tiny Tim.
And we were shooting them at each other inside of a 20-foot box truck.
Inside the
My
truck
favorite part
while
though
it was
is
moving down
we
the
had one of
freeway.
those things at the top of the truck that is like a vent or whatever you would like loosen up and it would open. And we started shooting bottle
Beverage.
rockets ahead of our truck and then driving into them so they would explode on the windshield.
Pretty sure that's totally legal.
Oh my! There wasn't another car or human being within 300 miles of where we were.
Yeah. I remember we had a bunch of black cats, and we tied a lot of the fuses together, put them in a bag of powdered donuts, squished up the powdered donuts, and then just threw them in the cockpit
To the
with
little
Travis while he's
cab.
trying to drive, and he's like,
And
well, you
just-
just hear it going. He's trying to get it off of him.
just a cloud of white dust everywhere.
Meanwhile, you guys could have died.
We should have died. The fact that we did not, I still don't understand how that all worked out. But there were many different
Props to
situations
Travis
that we
for
should
not
have died.
rolling the van or the
Was
truck
Travis
or
was
whatever
Travis
it
driving that
He
time?
was driving.
Yeah.
And he had the donuts landed in his lap. I mean, that was the late 90s. We didn't have cell phones to sit there and mess with. We were just had to come up with ways to be entertained.
Well, and we didn't have our wives on the road with us to keep us alive, to tell
Yeah.
us that's stupid, don't do that.
Did you say ruin your lives?
Keep us alive.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Don't you try to get me divorced again. Don't you
That
get
was
me in
the-
trouble.
That was the same truck so we had a little living spot, and then there were 3 bunks on the left and 3 bunks on the right.
Yep.
For us to sleep in, and we would take turns driving, and we were in the middle of Arkansas, which is ka-ching, ka-ching,
Uh-huh,
ka-ching,
constantly.
ka-ching, the whole time. And all I remember is hearing kind of a creaking sound and then waking up out of a dead sleep, and there was the bottom of the bunk was squishing my face. The bottom of the bunk that was over mine was squishing my
Yes.
face, and it had broken. And
What I
fallen on me.
remember is hearing this giant crash, and then I just hear this, "Oh, God." And I woke up just like, the hell's going on? And
Our bass player was in his bunk.
yes, he was still in his bunk, but
Our bass
that whole
player.
bunk had gone down a floor. I
was his
remember,
name?
for those of you
His
watching,
name was James.
yeah.
We didn't call him Derek, call him Jimmy.
What
How many-
we called him Mouse for some
How
reason.
many James
likes cheese.
He says
James
a lot of
Jimmy
cheese.
bass players have you guys had?
Just,
Yeah.
just the 2.
We had well, not
Both
bass
of them?
players, but we also had Jimmy that was a guitarist before you came
Oh, that's
around.
right.
We had Jimmy Varner that was our second guitarist or first, however
Once,
you want to look
twice,
at it.
3 times a Jimmy.
Yeah, we had all the Jimothy's, and then we had James, who never went by Jimmy, but I think was Jimmy his. James would be the formal name, right?
Yes.
So I don't think he ever went by Jimmy, but he was a James, and then obviously Jimothy. But from my point of view on that experience, I just remember hearing the crash, hearing you moaning, and then when I got out of my bunk, I just remember. So the way these worked is like you had a bunk, and then you had this little curtain that went across, and the curtain was like that yay tall. And when I got out of the bunk, I just remember the curtain was here, and then there was a gap of like 4 feet of nothing. I was like, hell happened? And then James is just on top of Josh. And James is a large human, so poor Josh is just laying there like, oh God! Oh my God!
I had a carpet burn mark on my forehead
A rug burn.
from the bottom of the bunk.
Yeah, they were carpeted or
Carpeted.
whatever, and the sides were all carpeted. So it was
Sounds
just.
very fancy.
It actually wasn't bad. It was actually really nice until the 3 screws holding it together fell apart.
We had a TV with a VHS attached.
We had the same 3 VHS tapes that we watched over and over again, which
Tommy
were
Boy.
Tommy Boy, Billy Madison, and maybe Happy Gilmore, I think, something like that, or maybe Ace Ventura. I can't remember. One of those. It was like 3 movies that we just kept cycling through.
I remember one time we got ants really, really bad because one of us left half of a foot long from Subway
I was
in
like,
the
I was
stowaway.
gonna say, was it the donuts you exploded everywhere, or
There could have been a million reasons for those ants. We just blamed it on the footlong. Which is an album title. Blame it on the footlong.
Let's see if there's a haiku for that.
Siri, give me a haiku about blaming it on the footlong.
in the context of Subway?
I don't even know how to spell haiku.
So in that same truck, before Josh was around, when it was the original Between Thieves guys, we were on tour in Wisconsin, and for whatever reason, this was the trip that we were supposed to go to Canada, but when we got to the Canadian border, we found out that there was like a $700 like tariff type fee for us, a tax fee for us to be able to go in and sell merch. And we weren't making any money other than our merch, so we were just like, we obviously can't do that. So we decided, we made the executive decision to skip that show and just go on to the next show. And in doing so, we found out that, so we were on tour with Bleach and Code of Ethics. And the lighting guy apparently had a warrant or a record of some sort that we were unaware of. He wasn't our lighting guy, it was with the other guys. He couldn't go to Canada. So he decided, well, I'm gonna get in the truck with these guys and go and meet you all the next show so that I don't cause any problems, because he was afraid of getting arrested at the border. So he's in our truck, and the guy was already just an interesting character, as you can imagine. So sometime on like day 1.5, 2 days down the road, as we're driving in the middle of the night, we stop in the middle of Wisconsin. It's frigid outside. This guy had been asleep in his bunk for, it felt like 12 hours. Like we hadn't seen him in forever. But he had gotten up apparently in the middle of the night and wandered around. Anyway, so Aaron, our keyboardist, jumped out of his bunk and landed in something and started walking. He's like, the heck is, whatever, we turn the lights on. And he landed in a pair of socks, was all he had on his feet, into some excrement
Human excrement.
that was on our floor. Apparently, that guy, at some point in the middle of the night, had just, I don't know if he pooped in his bunk or in his pants and it just rolled out the bottom. Like he stood up and it just like boom, down on the floor and then just left it there. I don't know. I still to this day don't know what the scenario was. All I know is there was a little poop nugget on the floor that Aaron landed in.
Oh.
And it was needless to say, it was very, very funny for those of us that did not step in it.
That's why he had a warrant in Canada.
Probably. And then we very quickly handed him back off to Code of Ethics at the next show. We're like,
he broke the code.
Yeah. But hearing Aaron of all people, I don't know if you knew Aaron very well, but he was very great dude, but he was always kind of uptight and everything was very particular all the time, and he was the perfect person to land and poop is pretty much the moral of that story. But I laughed a lot. Do you remember that? Okay, let me go back to the McDonald's one in Oklahoma. Do you remember when you went up and ordered and the guy, you were like, I'll take a Big Mac meal with a whatever. Chicken noodle! The guy turns around and just yells chicken noodle to nobody. And Josh and I both just looked at each other like, the hell did he hear?
Does this really happen?
Which I guarantee those guys were just like, it's the middle of the night. This place is open constantly. There's no one there. No one's been there in hours, and they were just doing bits. They're just like, next person that comes in, I'm yelling chicken noodle no matter what they order.
That means Big Mac.
Yeah.
No matter what they order.
I don't care what they order. I'm yelling chicken noodle. I just imagine that they had this conversation amongst themselves before we ever came in there. We're going to do this bit. I don't care what they say. We're saying chicken noodle. That may not be how it went down, but that's how I imagined it.
We would also sometimes we would stay in different places. Sometimes we'd get like put up in a really nice hotel and there'd be like a fruit basket or something when we got there. Other times we'd be sleeping on a stained floor in the garage of someone's house. And I remember one time we stayed at this guy and they all called him Grandpa. And one of his eyes went one way and the other went the other. And you couldn't tell if he was talking to you or not. And we were sitting there talking to him. We actually took our truck to his house so we could plug in the electricity, and we just slept in our truck at his house.
I remember that.
Because his house was, let's just say it wasn't something that you would go, I would love to sleep here.
Right.
He was a hoarder.
It was really more of a, I'd like to get out of here as soon as possible.
Yeah. So we didn't want to be, we wanted to thank him for his hospitality, but we didn't want to sleep there. So we drove there and slept in our truck. Anyways, we're talking to him and he just goes, "Football!" Do you remember that?
That was like the name of his dog or something.
His little fat dog just started waddling over to him and he picked it up.
We had
that was my dog, Football.
But we had no context before the first time he said it. He just yelled like football. It's like completely out of nowhere.
So why do people call you Grandpa? Football!
I remember all of us looking at each other like, are we about to be murdered?
What about this?
Hi.
What if the food was
You were starving.
And
you're a hot dog. What did you eat yourself?
Were you on the trip? I remember sleeping on somebody's like a bunch of couches at Texas A&M one time. I don't remember if that was. Am I making that up? Because I remember sleeping in like a frat house or something.
I remember that.
Oh, maybe it was when we did like Bucks or something, and they literally just put us up in their frat house, and it was just like a series of couches that we were all laying on. None of us could sleep, so we were all up all night long just making jokes, and then had to play a show the next day.
Then I remember in Charleston we played for a high school something or other, and we got put up in a really nice beach house.
I do remember that. Were you on the ski trip? You remember that one? Oh man, that was probably before you. But we got hired to play at Estes Park one time, and we basically did like it was a summer camp, or I guess a winter camp, but it was like a camp all week, and we didn't really get paid, but the way we got paid was they just paid for all of our gas, and they basically just put us up all week, gave us free meals and lift tickets. So we didn't leave there with like any money, but we basically had a free vacation for like 3 days or something like that. And went skiing every day. It was amazing. I was like, I would do this all the time, but I couldn't remember if that was you or before you. But I think we only did it the one time, but it was really cool. Do you remember me and I think it was Kane and Jason and you having to try to put a transmission back together in our truck?
I do remember that.
When the bottom of it dropped out in the middle of nowhere, and what turned
Arkansas.
Yes, we were supposed to be there for a day and a half. I mean, it turned into like 3 or 4 days or something like that.
Dropped out the bottom in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Boy,
I'm sure that's a country song.
I'm sure that's a story that's been told by many people. But
well, remember we got towed, and the guys that came and towed our truck had already towed us once before.
Yes.
For breaking down.
Like we recognized
them. They remembered us. Hey, guys. Well, here's your problem. You see, this is your oil pan. You see this right here? That's part of your engine.
Yeah, you don't want that.
That's not good. Oh, no.
Here's your problem right there. You got monkey beads.
It's Indian beads.
Also,
Indian beads.
You've towed with us before. Was your stamp card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have
you get a free foot long.
Yeah, 5 toes, you get a free foot long.
Dude, there was the longest time that everywhere we went, we could either predict if it was going to be Subway footlongs or pizza. Like for the longest time, that was our two meals that we just kept going back and forth between, because every youth pastor or every camp would buy us food, but it would always be whatever the cheapest thing was, which at the time was either $5 sandwiches or Domino's.
Or
a
giant party sub.
It's still any corporate company like lunch event for employees.
Right.
Whatever's cheapest.
What is a $5 foot long now? Is it like a $9 foot long?
Yeah, something like that. Was it pizza?
Footlong.
Was it
talking about like a $25
hamburger or hot dog, not both?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell that story.
Is that Geico?
Worrying about your job.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. You can't talk about that. Edit.
One hamburger, one hot dog, not
Not
both.
both.
There were some recent Reddit posts.
Do you know how cheap hamburgers and hot dogs are?
I know.
And you
There
can't
was
have
some-
both.
There was some recent Reddit post in the employee Reddit where somebody was like, "Why doesn't the company have like open bar events?" And somebody replied, "If it's open bar, what like the wrong person could have too many drinks and lose track of the hot dog tickets." And I about pissed myself reading that.
Lose
'cause I'm
track
like,
of the amount of hot dogs.
Be like, I accidentally gave people a hot dog and a hamburger.
And what's the worst that could happen from that scenario exactly?
It was like somebody has a great sense of humor about all
I'm
this.
sorry, I got too inebriated and lost track.
I don't know how many people ordered hot dogs. We're giving too many hot dogs. Some people can have hamburgers and a hot dog.
But not both.
The budget's shit. The budget's fucked.
No, we're open bar.
It's my fault. Kick this ass. Do me a favor.
Just do it and kick this ass.
ass.
Kick me right in the ass.
I'm not asking, I'm telling you with this.
Josh, what was your absolute favorite, or what's the one thing that sticks out to you from our weird road stories? What is there one we already talked about, or is there one that I haven't thought of?
There was one when we were set up in Nashville, we were going to record, and we spent a day setting up your drums and getting the sound really, really good. And they were brand new drums.
Yes.
It took all day long. And
24
finally,
hours of setting up JP's
I mean,
drums.
it was from the morning, and then it was like early evening before like we got them all dialed in and like, okay, we're gonna start tracking drums tomorrow. That night, we were staying in our truck behind the
Benson?
yeah,
Okay.
behind the recording studio. So we went into the basement, and we had rollerblades. So this is the late '90s,
Yes.
and we found some rope and a forklift.
we had
This can't-
rollerblades, found some rope, and a forklift.
This cannot end well.
And we were taking turns driving the forklift and trying to hold onto the
Yeah,
rope as long as
swinging.
possible. And we ran into an entire shelf of paperwork that just went
Yes.
into the floor. Well, the next day,
To be clear, we were on a record label, and we were in their warehouse,
yeah,
and that's what we messed up was their stuff.
and the next morning we went to start tracking drums, and our A&R came in and he said, "All right, guys, here's the deal. We're out of here." We saw the security footage from you guys messing around in the basement, and
Those were
our
our secret alien
our
files.
president did not like that at all. I tried to vouch for you, but it's not going to happen. We can't record here now. We have to go to a different studio and start over. And JD slid down the wall at that point and sat on the ground, and we were all like, "Oh my gosh, how did we mess this up?" We had a nice situation going in a nice studio. Now what are we gonna do? And finally he goes, "Guys, do you know what today's date is?" We're like, who cares?
Who cares what the date is,
Who
man?
cares
We
what
gotta
the
go
date is?
somewhere
We
else.
gotta
What are you
figure-
doing to us?
Well, what's the date? And then finally the producer said, "It's today's April 1st." So who cares?
Yeah,
if it's
even
April
then we didn't
1st?
get it. We were like, all right, big deal. What the hell we gotta do?
Like it's April Fool's. This is an April Fool's joke. Of course you can record. They were a little mad, but they're fine.
But they're fine. It's all good. We were so dug in
No,
on
but
that,
really,
We
on
were
that
terrified.
joke that we didn't get it.
Yeah. Seriously though.
Like they told us 2 or 3 times, and still we were just like, so do we have to leave? What's going on? Like we still didn't believe them
I
because we
still
were
am
so
not
in
sure
on it.
what's the joke part.
Yeah. I was too terrified to understand that it was a joke for quite some time.
Yeah, he was really serious. R&R, and it was that I think it was that the first night I was there, where we were all there. I just met the A&R because I was the new guy in the
Yeah.
band, and we were all piled into his little car. We were gonna go
Mhm.
get something to eat, and I was squished against the door. And as soon as we get to the first stoplight, he unlocks the doors and says, "Hey, Josh, can you reshut that door for me. It's not shut all the way. So as soon as I open the door, he pushes, and all of them push and knock me out of the car. And he shuts the door, and they drive off. I'm just sitting in the middle of the road, in the middle of the night.
Yep.
That kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Hazing.
But they came by and picked you up 3 days later.
Yeah.
He still got like a taco or something. He was fine.
Some White Castle.
I remember playing hockey in that basement, or not basement, but in that warehouse, like, I don't know, several nights in a row. And I remember breaking a window. I can't remember if it was me or Jason or you, but one of us broke one of the, like, dock windows with the hockey puck. And then just being, like, in fear of, oh my God, what
It's
have
like
we done?
being a kid spending the night at your friend's house and you break something
Yeah,
and you're like,
you don't know how to use their microwave and you screw it up.
Well, when you guys had that forklift and shit, that was the Epstein files.
If we had
That's
only
why they were
known.
so upset. That's if you'd only known.
Man, do you remember? So I don't remember what the context was of this, but we had somebody's car. It was like a Jeep or something that we had borrowed, and I remember James was driving, and you were in the front seat, and I was in the back seat, and we went up that like there was like a ravine that behind the thing that went behind the the recording studio in Nashville. We went up this thing, and then we went over the edge of it, and we went over to the edge. There was like a creek. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And I just remember Josh going, there's a creek down there. Like genuine terror came over you, thinking we were about to just plunge into this thing
he
and
was
die.
going to keep going.
I thought we were dead. I thought that was the end of it. There's a creek down there.
I was also the youngest guy, so I got
True.
hazed.
I don't remember these stories because I was.
Do you remember when we were... Jimmy was 4.
I was 2 years old.
How old were you in 1996?
8.
8. Well,
That took me way too long to math in my head, by the way.
It was
yeah,
in second grade when we were
that's insane.
doing that.
You're only 10 years younger. That can't be right.
My math viper.
Yeah, I was at 17. There's no way you were 7.
You're probably
I
like
was
or
10.
8.
13-ish.
I was 9 or 10, depending on the part of the year.
Yeah, because we were probably 20, 22, 23, somewhere in that range. So you might have been like 13.
I did Panic Math. I was born.
That's a
in
good band name,
86.
Panic Math.
Panic math.
I want that to be an album title.
So it says here in your resume you're really good and fast at math. Yes. What's 36 times 32? 17.
That's incorrect.
Entirely incorrect.
But it was
But
fast,
it was
though.
fast. Yes, it was. You're hired.
I remember saying
Fast and
that.
incorrect math.
Pretty sure I sent that to my wife because I was so terrible at math in high school. I was like, I should have pulled this card.
That's not correct.
It's funny.
But it was fast.
I wasn't good at math either in high school, and I use it every day now.
Isn't that weird? Like I use it all the time, but I still don't know what I'm doing. I know how to get to the answer I need, but I don't know how I got there.
Yeah, I don't know the process.
I couldn't write it down for you or
It's
tell
all
you
a
what I did, but I
spreadsheet
know how to get
equation.
there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some other stories from Robot some places we played, some things we've done.
Well, the Peppermill
Goth-
for sure was
Goth
one.
volleyball with Thor.
Goth volleyball. That was a great one.
Yeah.
I had a dream.
You can just tell this one. Go for it.
No.
You haven't gotten to tell any of the other ones, so.
No, I literally had like an anxiety dream of us setting up for a gig. And the sound guy was like
Never
running
was right.
cables to the equipment for like 4 hours and yelling at us not to touch anything. And then by the time we were going to play, everybody had left.
That
it was
really
it
happened.
was bizarro because I woke up and I was like, that was actually a real gig we had.
So, will someone remind me of what was the context of that? How did we get that gig, and why did we end up playing there?
That was actually a recommendation from a mutual friend we had, Tanya,
Okay.
and we played at the like volleyball bar place in Coppell.
Okay.
There was supposed to be a couple of bands, I think.
There were.
Yeah, there
and
was originally.
Well,
I
and there was that
believe.
one dude I remember talking our heads off about wanting to rap. And he was like, "Can I go on before you guys? I just want
Yeah.
to do like a short set." And then he chickened out or something.
Yeah,
He
never
wanted
did
us
it,
to
right?
back him up.
That's right.
He wanted to know if we would be
That
comfortable
was
backing
totally
him up.
ad hoc though. But when we got there,
But didn't we agree to do it, and then
Yeah.
he didn't
He
do
didn't
it or
wanna do
something?
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
We got there was some sort of jazzercise class going or something.
You know,
remember?
that gets into the Spinal Tap territory.
We walked in and there's all these people like on steps and whatever else they were doing. Do you remember this?
I think I showed up late.
They were dancing and
Jimmy showed up late. There's news.
the class ended
Wow.
and they all exited and we were like, I guess we can put our stuff over by the stage, but there's no sound system. So
And we just
our,
kept waiting for the guy to show up.
our friend that kind of hooked us up with the gig was outside, so we
Yeah.
went outside to go
That's
see.
right. I remember that.
And
That's where we
that's where-
witnessed the goth volleyball.
That's where we saw. Yeah, there was supposed to be a tournament,
Yep.
and one of them was a group of like 3 that they all had like fishnets and everything
Like pasty white, just full on goth,
I love
everything.
it.
in
And
the
we-
sand.
And we deemed
In
them
the
goth
sand.
volleyball, which is like a great band name.
Yes.
All these are like fishnets in the sand.
That's
goth
that's their
in the
album titles.
sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Goth
all this-
volleyball is a fantastic band name.
So
But they
we
really
out
were
there-
that. They really were like, you look like you were at a Cure concert, but they were trying to play volleyball.
It was like something out of Portlandia or
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
And
It was
what
awesome.
What was weird is
But
that they were playing
There was
that,
no sound system set up yet.
Nothing.
and I guess we were supposed to be after the tournament or something, but there wasn't really. They were just one group, and the tournament was like all these different
Yeah.
groups that were really, really,
We
really
didn't
good.
play, right? I
Mm-mm.
don't remember playing. Okay.
And then the sound guy shows up.
Thor.
Was his name really Thor?
Uh-huh.
His name was.
His
he
name
said
was Thor.
I'm Thor. Don't fucking touch any of my equipment.
Yeah, that was his exact intro to us.
I remember him showing up with a bunch of milk crates with his cables in them.
Yeah, I remember him just constantly unloading his SUV or whatever it was, like for 20, 30 minutes, just milk crate after milk crate.
Just going, ugh, ugh.
He was just pissed at the world that he had to exist. So I'm here with all these freaking kids. I don't want to be here. But he was just unloading all these cables that were just like a hodgepodge of just like rat's nest of crap.
There was another band. Remember they played wireless. Remember there was a bass player or somebody that had a wireless rig.
That sounds familiar.
He
Yeah.
was walking around by the bar doing a sound check.
I think they played before us 2 hours
Ran everybody
after
off.
we were supposed to have played.
Yeah, he took 2 hours, maybe more, to set up.
Oh,
the sound
absolutely.
system.
He was already really, really late and then set up slower than anybody I've ever seen do anything. And the show started at least 2.5 to 3 hours later than it was supposed to start.
Yeah.
Because he was just taking his sweet time setting up this sound system. And he was just super cranky old man. So we just kept sitting at the bar or watching people play goth volleyball,
We
waiting for him
contemplated
to be
leaving.
ready.
Remember, we
Well,
almost
he-
left.
yeah, there was a point where
He
like,
would
should we
run
just
a
go?
cable to a monitor and then
Take a
they would
drag.
start soundtrack checking and they're like, this monitor's not working. He's like, God damn it.
Takes another drag off his cigarette. He's like,
Remember, I tried to move the monitor a little bit.
oh, you got that!
Do not move that monitor. May not work if I touch
And
it.
you're like, okay.
That was the moment though that I really thought you were gonna be like, you know what?
No,
we're gone.
You
We're out.
leaned into us and you're like, we're leaving.
We're leaving. I'm
We're
done.
not doing this. And we're like, no, it's okay, Josh.
We've already put 4 hours in at this point. Let's stick it out.
There's no turning back. I was wearing a hat that said, "This party is bullshit." You remember that?
Maybe that's what was up with your attitude.
That's probably what he had a problem with was your attitude, your hat attitude, your attitude. Your attitude was terrible.
Damn it, Josh.
You ruined our
You
relationship
ruined
with
golf
Thor.
volleyball.
So we did end up playing, right? Didn't we?
Yeah.
we
We
did
did.
like a set and
Yeah.
everything. It was just like 4 hours later than we were supposed to play.
Yeah.
And we only played maybe 5 songs.
We're like, all right, we gotta go.
This is stupid.
It's already closing. We gotta get out of here.
There was another one we played. I won't say where since it may still be there, but we had there was 3 bands. We were, I think, second.
Yeah.
The opening was a violin player
Yes. The violin
Who?
shredder.
who wore a mask
Yep.
and played to backing tracks for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Off his phone.
Yeah.
And we're literally sitting there going, we're supposed to go on
The
a
opening
long
act
time
has
ago.
an hour, and then there was a band after them, and we're like, hey, how long are you guys playing? And they're like, well, we're supposed to play an hour. You're supposed to play an hour, and we're like, we're supposed to start in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And you haven't started yet, and you're
You
playing
already
an
started
hour.
setting up? Yeah.
So they played for an hour, and then by the time we got up there, it was the sound guy. Remember, we played 4 songs, and we're like, we're done.
Yeah. I remember.
Well, that was
I think
great
I was
'cause
going to
you guys-
Boston. I think I was going out of town the next day or something
You were.
too.
You're like,
I stayed for a little bit.
You're like, I got a jet, and you're like, I got a jet, and I stayed with Roger, and Roger helped like pack up merch and everything. And the band that played after us was like full costume, masks and stuff.
Yes, like insane clown
Clowns.
posse kind of thing.
Like basically, but like the guy came out and he was like, this next song is about me murdering my girlfriend and burying her in the forest with a shovel. And I looked at Roger and I was like, I don't think he's joking.
It's time to
We
go.
need it's time to go. And he was like, I don't think so either. Let's pack up and leave. It was very uncomfortable because I'm like, even as a joke, that's not a good joke.
That's not a good
funny.
way to start
It's
out.
not. It's not funny. I don't think you
We
should
played there
be-
again.
Yeah, we
And
did.
so we did it again.
we moral of the story: we haven't learned our lessons very well. And we played.
Don't
Fool
go
me,
back.
fool me once, shame on me.
Yeah,
Fool me
Fool me
twice,
shame
shame on
on
me
we
again.
played the free nacho hot dog roller place twice. With all the full knowledge of how that place was, we agreed to another gig, and we did the same thing at that place.
You gave me chlamydia. I didn't know I could get more chlamydia.
I thought, I've already got the chlamydia. What's the problem?
Yeah, we played there again. The second time wasn't as bad as that.
I don't even remember the second time. I remember the first time a lot because I also remember that girl, the chick that like booked everything online was so rude and so
Didn't even
like
show.
she never showed up and she was so like she just blamed everybody else for it, but she had nothing to actually do with it other than somehow she was our like contact through her. But
There were that. Yeah, that was before. I remember.
I
we
heard
also-
you guys didn't bring a lot of people because there were still plenty of hot dogs on the roller in front of the men's room. I loved when we played in Fort Worth at a place. It was, I'll say it was the Ridgely Room.
the Ridgely room.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, the
we had to
inflatable
get our own
penis.
tickets.
Was that the inflatable penis?
That was, Josh was like, I'm bringing my whole family.
No, that was me.
He brought his.
I brought my
well,
parents.
My
Both
kids
of
were
you-
there.
Your kids were there. You brought your parents.
I brought my parents because we our whole thing was based on how many people we brought.
Yeah.
So I was like, y'all got to come out. We're close to y'all. Y'all need to come here. And there was an inflatable penis.
Which
the band
by the
before us, like, they're like, oh, no. And hits a foot pedal and just a giant, like,
penis inflates.
inflatable penis is flying around. And I'm standing in front of Josh's daughters, and I look behind them, and they're like, this, and they're like,
I look over to my mom and I'm just like,
It reminds
please
me
don't go
when
in
we-
there.
When we played in Deep Ellum, and we had been at this venue several times. It was Three Links. We had been there several times. Great place. And as soon as your niece and nephew walk in, they're like, "Hey, you see that dildo over
there's
there?"
a dildo. Like 12 feet up and over to the left in the dark corner that nobody else can see, there's like a butt plug and a dildo up there. I was like,
oh, that's good.
That's good. I've never noticed that one before.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a big inflatable penis at that show. I remember, and by the way, if you ever get approached, if you're in a band and you get approached to pick up your tickets and sell your own tickets because it might lead to other things.
Yeah.
And I'm
Quote
quoting,
unquote. Yeah.
don't fall for it.
Yeah,
That's
don't do
just-
that.
It's just BS.
Now the guy at Ridgely Room wants to like apparently kill me for some reason. You remember that story?
yeah.
That
I
was a
still
diff-
have no idea what I did. I mean, I don't
yeah.
doubt that I
He-
did something.
Well, remember, didn't he say that he knew he confused us with somebody later?
Yeah. So his whole
But
response,
he was
like,
still like,
his message was something
he was
about
like,
how
meet me up here, I'll
you're-
kick your ass. And
Yeah.
you're like, just give me the place and the time.
I still have no idea who this guy even
He said-
is. But he said something about how I was rude to him.
Sack
Nitsack, that's right.
with a typo. And
He
you're
said
like,
that I was a dick to him, and I was like, I have no idea who this guy is, or I haven't even met this guy. Like, we played there one time, and I don't remember even having a conversation with anybody. But he obviously got me mixed up with somebody else. But at the same time, he was so rude to me and such a jerk. I was just like, all right.
No, he was like,
Let me
we're gonna
know.
fight.
I was like, okay, when,
He
where,
was
what
like,
are we
come
doing?
up here and I'll kick your ass. And you're like, just give me the time and
Yeah,
place.
let me know.
You didn't help the situation.
I did not de-escalate it at all.
The funny thing about that story is when we did play there, the sound guy was Spencer, the bass player from the Infamous.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Was it really?
He ran sound.
I don't think I knew him at that point.
We didn't.
Yeah, he also booked for there for a while.
I had
That's
no
before
idea
we
that was
knew
him.
him.
He actually
Yeah.
ran sound there, so he was not the guy that was trying to fight
No,
you.
definitely not. I saw. I
Spencer's
can't
a
remember the
big
guy's
teddy
name,
bear.
but I saw it. It definitely was not
Yeah.
Spencer. It's Spencer. That's not Spencer anyway. He would never be like that. But this other dude, I was like, I have no idea who this human being is. I've never met him and never had an interaction with him. But he hates me, and I'm here for it.
I mean, I cleared my week's schedule.
I mean, I had
I
other
literally
things I
took
was
off
going to
work.
do, but now I'm going to the originally room, which is something no one's ever said.
I've gone to the gym the past 2 days. I'm like ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
His arms day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, O'Reilly's. That was a good place.
O'Reilly.
We
That
played
was-
there twice too.
We played there twice, yep. I remember that being a really weird setup for that place too, but it was just kind of a dive bar, but it was in the middle of nowhere. Well,
It was a dive bar with like a cool stage and sound
yeah,
system,
I don't know
but
why
then-
that place went under. It actually was a decent
I
little
remember we
COVID
played
dive
with
bar.
kind
Yeah.
of a punk band called The Way Down.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna say, did we play with those guys?
We played
Yeah.
with the Way Down. That was like one of their first shows, and now they're like doing more stuff.
They play a lot.
Yeah.
I see them
Yeah.
out there playing all the time.
We've tried to coordinate with them and they want to play with us sometime, but
But we're all middle-aged dudes with
Yeah.
like
So are they,
families
though.
and jobs.
They
and-
are too, though.
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. So, out of all the random venues we've played, is there any of them that like stick out that were like not necessarily good or bad, but just a weird experience?
well, there's the Liquid Lounge where the actual water fell out
Yes.
of the ceiling.
Very liquid.
Yes.
Yeah.
It held up to its name.
Yeah. There's that one.
I miss the Curtain Club. I really wish that was back. Now it's like some sort of like fusion Asian place or something, like restaurant, which I bet it's good.
It's mostly just a weird memory in all of our minds.
I did like Backyard on Bell as a venue.
Yeah.
It was
I played
intense.
there
a cool
once
place.
or twice.
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 They just didn't put any effort into it.
Yeah, that's the place I remember like needing a monitor change. And I was like, "Where's the sound guy?" And I looked back here, and he's like back here against the building smoking.
Yeah.
I was like,
You
"Well,
used to set it and forget it.
never mind." I remember playing there a couple times, but I don't remember how it went. I really don't remember much about it. It was an outdoor venue up on like a flatbed or something.
I'm trying to remember who we played with.
We played at Trees in that place.
That was fun.
man.
That was with South FM and is there a third band or was it just the two of
Royal
us?
Sons.
Royal Sons was there?
That's when we met them.
Oh, okay. And then Growl, we played it with Royal Sons at Growl too.
Yeah.
We got that show. We got them, and remember we met in Austin when we did South by. We met Hannah Barracat.
Hannah and her cat.
Hannah Barracat, and we said, let's get some shows. We'll get you a show, you get us a show or something. And we actually got a show at Growl, and they showed up late, and
Oh,
they
man,
played
I
at
felt bad
like
about that
11 or something, and to almost nobody.
Nobody was there. They drove in all the way from Austin or whatever.
Yeah,
and
it
played
was
for
Austin.
like 4 people. Of course, we
So
drove
they
all the way
never
from
got
Dallas.
us a show at the.
We drove all the way from Dallas and played for 4 people.
Yeah.
That makes them feel
We're
any better.
even.
We played. How many times did we play Growl? Like 4 or 5 times? Because we played it inside at least 3 times, and outside once.
Once or twice.
You remember that guy we played with it outside? The
Yeah.
American Idol guy.
Yeah.
The one that
He
Oh,
played
what's
for
her
an
name?
hour.
He spent a 45-minute like break time just setting up cameras for his set or whatever. That was fun. I enjoyed
what's
that.
her name that does Dark Horse?
Katy Perry?
Katy Perry.
Yeah.
She had a
I've had
thing.
my own personal run-ins with Katy Perry.
Yeah.
You know, Katy Perry used to be a like 13-year-old Christian artist, right?
Yeah.
So we
She
we
was
did
like the
we crossed
Christian,
paths
like
with her
Taylor
back then.
Swift.
Yeah. We played like festivals with the Christian version of Katy Perry back in the day. And long before anybody knew who she was, because she was doing Christian music, she didn't really have much of a following. And then she kind of like threw all that away and went the other direction, which obviously worked out really well for her. But so we should be able to put on a resume if we wanted to that we opened for Katy Perry or even
I
headlined.
agree.
I don't remember. But that was a good 30 years ago, maybe 25 years ago. No, longer than that. It was in the Between Thieves days, whenever that was.
I was 10.
According to your horrible math.
Fast math.
6.
Well, thank y'all for joining us here on our 4th episode of the podcast.
I did do another haiku.
Oh, let's hear it. What's your haiku?
Write a haiku about sub sandwiches.
Okay.
Fresh bread softly cracks. Layers of meat, cheese, and oil. Lunch wrapped up in joy.
That's
Lunch
an
wrapped up in
afternoon
joy.
delight, if I ever heard one.
What was the one I heard earlier? What was the something about silent meat or
Silent calls for meat.
Silent calls for me.
And with that,